The summer rush had begun. Lots of tourists flocked to the island for their holiday. This year was also hotter than normal. The engines were busy enough with their own passenger trains. But there were more people who wanted to see the other side of Sodor that was too far from the railway. Birdie the bus was busier than ever this year. The bus company had Birdie's timetable set up to be a guaranteed connection. This meant that wherever he stopped, he had to wait for a train to arrive to exchange passengers. And the same meant for the engines waiting on Birdie's own passengers. "Late again!" Gordon snapped angrily. "By only 2 minutes," Birdie replied huffily. "Not all of us are express engines, mind you." "Rubbish," Gordon sneered. "We must all be on time to keep the passengers happy. I can't help it if you're the one that's late." And before Birdie could answer, Gordon puffed away indignantly. "Now I see why Thomas complains about him," Birdie said as he drove away from the big station. Birdie was in a bad mood for the rest of the day. His impatience only grew as it seemed anything and everything happened to him on the road. All of the signal lights were red. Every farmer was out moving their herds of animals. Even kind Trevor got a berating from Birdie as he was pulling a hay cart. But worst of all, it seemed that all the crossing gates were closed before he could reach them. Birdie had just reached another level crossing when the gate suddenly swung shut. "Botheration!" he shouted. "Hello," said a signalman as he met them at the gate. "It's a good thing you're here." Birdie was surprised. Then he saw a group of people crowding around him. "One of Gordon's coaches had a hot axle box," explained the signalman. "He left us all behind since he said there was no more room on the express," fumed a man. "Gordon only sped off because he was running late and wouldn't wait for us to reboard," said a lady. "Think you can take him to the next station? You should be able to catch Gordon there," asked the signalman. "Of course we can! Hop in!" The passengers squeezed into Birdie's seats, and the signalman let them through the crossing. "This'll show him! This'll show him!" Birdie hooted as he drove through the winding roads that climbed hills and ran through the little town to the countryside. At last they reached the works station. As Birdie pulled into the bus stop, he could hear thundering from the platform was the Fat Controller. "I understand your desire to be on time, Gordon, but not at the cost of leaving our passengers behind," he boomed. Gordon looked solemnly at his buffers. Birdie honked from the side of the station. "How's this for being on time, Gordon?" The little engines all laughed. Gordon harumphed. The passengers from Birdie swarmed like angry bees towards the big engine, giving Gordon a piece of their mind before reboarding the express. The guard blew his whistle, and Gordon puffed quietly away. He doesn't mention being on time to Birdie anymore.